What is going on, my favorite family? You already know why you're here. I'm not here to waste your time. It's the USFA on Twitch Saturday evening matchup between two great teams in the Eastern Conference. It's fairly tightly contested between these two teams and the homies that just secured the playoff spot in Charlotte, but St. Louis and New York, they seem to have a game in the future going towards the playoffs, how everything is looking. So this could be an early playoff matchup that we're seeing here right before the season ends. It's going to be a fun ride between the St. Louis Archers and the New York Mafia, one of the OGs against one of the latest expansion teams. As you already know, we have 10 teams in the USFA. We had 6 going into this season, but once we figured it out, we got some more people, and now we got 10. New York is one of those newer teams, one of the main 4 expansion teams. Well, only 4 expansion teams. So we'll see how this one turns out. It should be a fun ride. A lot of talent on both sides. I have pretty much everything ready to go. I just got to make sure one thing about the weather. Just give me 1 second. Hope everybody's doing well. We could go over a little bit of the brackets as well in regards to the March Madness thing that we got going on. The winner will be getting 50 TPE. Runner-up will get 25. So can't wait to see how that turns out. It's going to be a fun ride as always. I'm clicking over just to see the weather real quick, among a couple other things. Just give me 1 second. But got a lot of things around the pike. I've been doing a little bit of my own thing in regards to some more content that I should be debuting pretty soon, maybe within the next week. By Monday I should be all ready to go with that. I already spoke about it in one of the games this week, and I can't wait to actually get the games rolling. If I get clearance from the homie Caboose, which it shouldn't be a problem, bring some more quality gameplay to the channel, and perhaps some more eyes as well. But I want to see if I could get that one rolling in just a little bit. I cannot find the channel. Kind of rambling here, but it's all good, man. We're going to be starting real soon. I just got to double check the weather for this game. It's week 9, and we're actually going to have our first snow game of the season. So it's going to be a fun ride for sure. We're going to see what these two teams could do in some different weather. I'm going to hit the play game button. I already know y'all been waiting for a minute. Already 9 minutes into the video. So let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out to all the homies as always. And we're going to pick this thing up as we should. Shout out to the homies in the chat and in the server as well. Always holding it down for the homies. I'm going to go ahead and flip over to it in just a little bit. As soon as I get the clearance, as soon as I see it play, I'm going to let it play. And I do hear it now. Let's go ahead and do it. Let me go ahead and flip over so you can see what I see. You know what I'm saying? We're underway in New York. Let's go ahead and get into it. Returning that one to the left side and going to get tackled down around the 25-yard line or so. Caitlin Montaigne with her first snap of the first quarter, going to be handed off to Namia. Juke move right into a couple of defenders, only going to give them 1 yard, and it's going to be 2nd and 9. New York, they will be in the cream bottoms, wine red tops for this one. The homies in St. Louis, they're going to be in the white tops, blue bottoms. If I knew it was going to be snow, I probably would have gave him a different jersey set, but it's all good. Going to be passing this one to Ansel. Tavian reaching out for the first. He might have got it. He's actually a little short though. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Yeah, they're pretty similar. The Bills are pretty similar, but that's because St. Louis took over the Bills. So that's pretty much how that turned out there. Going to be handing it off again. Going to get a nice boost of speed to the 45 and a little bit further. Namie getting a solid gain of 11 on that play. What's going on, Slater? Hope all is well with you, big homie. Did you do the what's the word I'm looking for? The brackets? I was going to talk about that a little bit later.
Hey, let's get off the field.
Right now, I'm surprisingly in the lead. Going to pass it here is Montaigne and going to be caught by Namey, getting another first down close to the 40. That'll put him in New York territory, and that's going to set up 1st and 10. 12 yards on the ground, 12 in the air. You're seeing that one player slip, going the opposite direction of Namey. But it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up.
19 Tiger. Hey, let's go.
They're going to hand off again, looking for a lane, trying to bounce off and get stuffed. Not to be, going backwards a couple of yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 12. Tyler O'Steele with the tackle.
You ran into a brick wall, baby. Ready up. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Ready, go.
After this play, I'm going to see if I can tweak the sounds of the crowd. Let me go ahead and take care of that real quick. I'll keep trying to do that before I hit the games to get the games to start, but ain't no big. I'm just going to turn it up to around like a 18. That should be fine. Just hear the crowd a little bit.
There we go, baby.
But it's kind of windy out there too. It's going to be 3rd and 4 coming up here. New York trying to get off of the field. See right there, got the hat on for the homies in New York, the coach. It is one of the teams there. Even though I did make a switch to St. Louis as well, seeing they had the logo there, as Kevin Lee gets the catch inside the 20. 1st and 10 for the homies in St. Louis. They're trying to score. Once again, no wasted motion in that release. Definitely one of the top 3 releases here in this game. But it's going to a #1 quarterback of all time in the USFA, so it's only right. Gonna pass it again as Montaigne looking left side and caught. Looks like a bot player there on that catch. Is going to be 2nd and 5 coming up. But we'll see what happens if the homies in New York can score, because that'll let me know if I need to turn it back up or back down. I already know the crowd isn't doing too much because they're getting dotted right now. Another catch there to Namey, or another pass there to Namey, is going to be good to go down to the 5. And I do have the heavy snow mod available, so I may flip that on every now and then just to get a little freaky on them. New York looking for the stop there in the snow. Going to run around is the homie Montaigne, and going to take this one up the field and steps out of bounds, trying to avoid contact. I would have tried to dive for that one, me personally, but it's going to be 2nd and goal coming up. Still trying to figure out how to change those colors for the score bug there. You see where the Mafia and the St. Louis logos are. I still have yet to find that. Thought we did the right thing, but hey, maybe the game just wants to do something else. Another carry, and Namey's going to get stopped. It's going to set up 3rd and goal here. 2, 5, and 3 teams in this ball game. They're both in the same conference. At the current moment, it's pretty set up to where Charlotte, St. Louis, and New York will be the 3 teams going into the playoffs for the Eastern Conference. The Western is still a little bit dicey, especially with Huntington Beach losing. Look at the carry into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Louis. Getting the touchdown on the road, and they're going to take the lead to start this one off. A long drive here, almost 8 minutes long. But that's definitely going to help them out to see if they can find a way to get the victory. Kick is up. Kick is going to be good, and St. Louis will make it 7-0. A 12-play, 75-yard drive, and pretty much pitch perfect all the way through. Now, can the Mafia find a way to get their way into the end zone? That's going to be the question. But looking into the standings here, like for the brackets, apparently I'm in the lead. I don't know how. but I am in the lead. Looks like Dark Taker, he is currently in second, tied with Halldorf. And then it goes to fourth place. It'll be First Fray, Jacob Cool Beans, and Raji. So a couple of what's where I'm looking for? A couple of rattlers there. You seen them in the last game earlier today. That was pretty cool. DJ Church, Earl Flint, Sean A711. They will be the guys in seventh place at the current moment. And there's still a few games going on tonight, so it's not over yet. You could see a good amount of changes. I got 98.9%. That's ridiculous. I didn't think I would be that good. But 10th place got Money Mills, Big Purdy. 12th place is Xavier Ali, Justin E. Price, Kickler 10, and Caboose. So they're in that spot right there. Is Cletus Castle looking for the pass, finds his man, dragging the toes. Going to be 10 yards, but it's going to be a little short. Looks like he rolled a little bit further away from that setup. Second and inches coming. Let's see who else is here. Mikey Jackson, Doc Boone, who is also in this game. Hunter, that is Sertz, the GOAT, I know that guy, and Kai Coco, they're in the mix as well. Look at the homie trying to run through a player to get the first down. Doc Boone, I just said his name. He gonna do what he wanna do. But those last names I just said, they're in 17th place, and then tied for last place at the current moment is going to be Parm and Shane. So actually Shane is in last place with the 0.4 percentage. That's just a bad draw of that bracket. Going to be shedding off a couple of minutes. Doc Boone, and that's another nice gain there for the homie. Is going to be second and 2. But Shane, even though he hasn't had the greatest of bracket here, to give him a little bit of credit, Pack Trescott, he did not finish his bracket, so he will be disqualified, unfortunately. Going to send a man in motion here. Second and 2 coming. Cletus Castle look for the completion and caught. Turned that past the 45 to the 43, make it to 42. It's going to be first and 10 for New York as the first quarter continues to wind down. And Cletus Castle is one of those high completion passers right there. Going to make it a little bit further here. The final 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first. They're going to fake it to Doc Boone this time. Great protection. Going to toss his left side and throws it away. Actually had a man open there, but maybe just didn't want to try that pass like he wanted to. Second and 10 coming. Gonna quick pitch it again and gonna be caught. Turns up as Gataki, a little bit short. Gonna make it third and inches though. A great catch there by the veteran.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, hut.
Quick pitch and incomplete. At the man, but not to be. They're going to have to settle for the field goal here. You see Preston Dotson there on defense. And they're actually going to go for the punt. Not really a big fan of that, me personally. But they're actually going to fake it. Going to toss it middle of the field. That's a coverage and almost throws a pick. And that's the first time in a while where the fake punt actually didn't go the right way. It's going to be first and 10 now for St. Louis. And yes, I definitely agree. Should have gave that one to Doc Boone there. How you doing, brother? Happy you're in the chat. We were just talking about the standings for the bracket. You're doing pretty good so far, but we're still in the 32 team set. Still got some time. Right side coming up and deflected. Great defense there. Let me see where you are, Doc Boone. You're in the top 10. Yeah, you actually are you? Oh, no, you're not in the top 10. You're in the top 18. So still need a little bit more work. And we've seen Kansas, they got beat. Thank the Lord I didn't choose Kansas. Going to pitch this one. It's going to be caught. Going to take that one. The final minute of the first. Yeah, so Kansas is down. So Kai Coco, he's down. Caboose is done. Looks like Justin is done. Big Purdy is done. And Sean 8711 is done as well. Well, not technically done. If all the teams, if all the picks go through and they do not, and none of these teams actually wins the championship, it's pretty much an open ball game. But if any of them choose the right team, it could spell doom for the rest of the crew. But it's going to be 1st and 10 here as the first quarter winds down. Will they hike it here? I don't think so. They're just going to let the clock run. I don't blame you. Let's go ahead and move to quarter number 2. And it's going to be 1st and 10 here. Handoff looking. Namey's going to get stopped. But he'll get a little yard there. A gain of 2. .8:30 on the East Coast, but we still live on Twitch. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Passing it right side and caught. Trying to get up the field is Ansel Tavian, but he's going to run into number 32. And it's going to set up 3rd and 4. My field with the chance to get off the field. That was Neil Mason on the tackle. Speaking of which, we could talk about these rosters. Let's see who's on the field. It's going to be St. Louis, so I could bring up St. Louis's roster. And I'll start if they could get the first down. Quick pitch and caught. They want to talk about their team a little bit. Moving it up the field is Kevin Lee. That's the wide receiver doing his thing. Along with him, it'll be Chris Cross. That's the wide receiver set there. Quarterbacks will be Rebecca Montaigne. Halfback will be Namey McNamerson and Herrick Denry. Tight end will be Ansel Tavian. I think I said that already. And kicker / punter is Brent Skoma. Going to hand it off to Namey. Looking for a lane. Runs it to number 30. Defensively, they have 3 defensive linemen. They have Blaze Baxter, Jesse Leva, and Terrence Goldsberry. Linebackers will be Biff Markham and Rock Blazer. Cornerback will be Gun Marabic and Tamaris Green. And then on the safety side of things, they have Stevie Glades. Actually, do they have Stevie Glades? Yeah, Stevie Glades, Preston Dotson, and Shiloh Marino. Going to be passing this one. Going to be incomplete there. Actually, they do not have Shiloh. Shiloh is with Tampa, so I could go ahead and delete that thing right there. Thank you. So they have Preston Dotson and Stevie Glades. And we'll talk about this New York team in a little bit, but it's 3rd and 7. Gonna pass it again. Throws the screen pass. A lot of blockers up front. Just enough for Namey to reach out. Space Jam style for the first. Great pass. Great moves there for St. Louis. Number 50 tried to bring him down, but just a little too slow. Catch up to the speedy McNamerson. Gonna hand this one off. Looking to get some yards. Dragged down at the 25.
Anything moves, we hit it. Anything moves, we hit it.
Second and 9 coming up.
60 by 6, 60 by 6. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Hand off again to Namio. Solid hole. It's going to be a flag on the play. He stands up for a little bit, but they're going to have to go backwards. Kevin Lee with the hold. It's going to make a 2nd and 14 now. Definitely good moves there for New York. Putting the pressure on the wide receiver.
Cowboy 81.
Bring it. Bring it. 51's the mic, boys. 51.
Almost got him off sides. Handoff up the middle. Tries to rush through a defensive tackle. Jesse Leva slows him down, but it's going to be 3rd and 9 coming. New York with the chance to hold him to 3.
Set. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
St. Louis looking for the conversion. Pitch it and incomplete. Great defense there by the homies in New York, and they will make St. Louis go for a field goal attempt. And they will take it. It'll be around like a 43-yard kick. Kick is up. Kick is gonna be all day. St. Louis will make it a 2-possession ball game. And since we are moving towards the homies in New York, we could talk about them a little bit. Let's go ahead and do it. Quarterback will be Cletus Castle. Halfbacks will be Quentin Robin and Doc Boone. Wide receiver will be Aiden Keown, Deli Bird, Charlie Baker, and Cam Mello. Tight end will be Giovanni Walker and Gataki Dracos. And that's all the users there for them. They do have a kicker / punter, but it is a bot, so no need to talk about them too much. Defensively, they have Buster Mack. They have that's season number 92. Linebacker will be Paco Pac II, Devontae Tree, Alan Otero, Ernesto Romero, and Tyre Wire England. Cornerback will be Neil Mason, Tyler O'Seal, and Noah Bake. And the sole strong safety here will be Corn Stalk. Shout to Holdorf. Going to be returned that one past the 30. And decent enough field position there. Is going to set up 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby.
Going to take off the run is Cletus. Going to have a little bit of room there. Going to just slide down after the gain of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here all day. I'm here all day. 59's Mike. 59.
Better pass it again. Quick pitch left side. Going to be caught. Turns up and falls forward for the 1st down. The strong gainer there by number 87. That's the homie right there doing his thing. Gataki Dracos.
Set up. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Mike the 59. Check. Check safety.
And they won't give it to Doc. Trying to find the crease. Sheds off one man. Sheds off almost another man. Gets to midfield. His 3rd carry of the day goes for 7.
Good stop. Good stop.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18. Huh. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Got a quick pitcher left side, wide open man, and caught. There goes number 83 to the 30, taking it to the 20, the 10, dragged down at the 5, and a big play for Mr. Baker, Charlie Baker. 1st down, New York. Great play. The pump fake got him slipping, and that left them wide open for the catch. And all you had to do is make one adjustment past that player, and he was off to the races. That's definitely going to set New York up with some good field position here. Going to look for the game breaker. Going to toss this one as he gets hit, and that's going to be incomplete. Cletus Castle does keep it away from the homies in St. Louis. I talked a little bit about the project that I was working on. Talked a little bit with Caboose. He doesn't want to go into the rabbit hole, but he's going to try to turn upfield, and he's going to step out at the 1-yard line. He almost got in there, but got a little distracted. But I've had a little project, since we can't have X factors and everything within the set for the gameplay in the actual league. I went ahead and did something a little bit different. We went to Madden 23, or at least I went to Madden 23. Handoff, looking for the middle and to the end zone. There goes that man, Doc Boone, showing up. Gonna put 6 on the board for the Mafia. I'll talk a little bit more about the project, see if they can make the extra point, make it a 3-point ball game. Kick is gonna be up from Juice, and he's gonna knock it through. So 10-7. Good job. Big homies there in New York doing their thug thizzle. Got the job done. But yeah, the project though, I opened up Madden 23. Pretty much made a draft class with pretty much all the big time players in the USFA. And I got them all rolling. I got them all drafted. Pretty much every notable player in the USFA is on an NFL team. And I did a little adjusting so all the teams have at least one USFA player. As we get this one underway here, St. Louis trying to get something going before these 4 minutes is up, looking for the return past the 20 or past the 15 to the 20 for number 20, 1st and 10. But as I was saying though, all the players are on the team in some way, shape, or form. And I got them all drafted, and I'm going to be running my own particular franchise, obviously Jacksonville, because that's my squad. I'm going to be passing this again. Is Montaigne and caught wide open, taking that one past the 25, a gain of around 8 on that play. But just to go over some of the players that are in this game that made it to an NFL team, I could talk about it real quick. Let me see if I can find it. I posted all of them in a thread. On New York, they have Doc Boone, but that's going to be a drop. On New York, they have Doc Boone. Doc Boone is with the Chargers, so he'll be pairing up with Eckler. That's going to be an interesting set. Cornstalk, he will be playing for the Buccaneers. And I'm trying to see if there's anyone else that we got from New York as I continue on.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin.
Cletus Castle is a Dolphin. Going to pass this one right side. Going to be caught right at the sticks. Bounces out. And that should be enough for the first. It is. Great job. Let's see if there's anyone else. Nope. Nope. That might be it. No. Gataki Dracos, he's going to be with the Seahawks. So he's going to be playing with Gino. Going to be another handoff to Namey. Going to get some yards there. 9 for 27 on the day. And Cam Mello, it has also the last New York player there. He's going to be with the Vikings. So all those players there. And I'll talk about St. Louis in just a little bit.
You got nothing.
Going to be passing it again and caught. Going to get bounced backwards. He should have the first thanks to the forward progression, forward progress. And that is going to give him the first. Number 88 does it again. As we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now on St. Louis, let's see where we're at. St. Louis.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18. Turn up. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Gonna be passing it again, looking left side and caught. Dragged down by number 20. I did find one here. Namey McNamerson. You're going to be going to the Super Bowl runner-up, Philadelphia Eagles. A little bit further down. Actually, Preston Dotson. He went to the Giants.
Check.
There's another pass play here. Looking left side is going to be caught by Namey. Turning upfield as a blocking penalty, I'm pretty sure. But he's going to take it to the 30, so they'll have to back up. Looks like Lightning McQueen the left tackle making the error. Rebecca Montaigne will be the new quarterback for the Panthers. Watch out for that one. A little bit further down the line, make sure I got everybody. Evan Hunt will go to the Rams. Kevin Lee will also go to the Seahawks, so he'll be playing with Gataki. Left side and caught there. Just spoke about Kevin Lee. A great pass there, and it's going to be 1st and 10. And just make sure I got everyone else. That is all of them. So that's all the players there in these 2 games. So a lot of players, a lot of teams. I think I created over 60 in this particular draft class, and then I'm going to be putting all the players into the next draft class into the fold as well. I'm going to pass the middle of the field, and the pass off the mark there for Montaigne is going to be 2nd and 10. Yeah, we got some snow, man. We got some snow. Did you hear my what I just said earlier about the my little side project I'm doing? I think I already told you. Gonna pass it. It's gonna be a screen pass, but slowed down. Great job in the backfield. Gonna make it 3rd and 10. St. Louis gonna call the timeout here. Keeping it moving. You already know how we do. Oh, my bad. So pretty much all the prevalent and top dog USFA players, I put them into Madden 23 as a draft class, and pretty much they're all on an NFL team. I'm going to be running that concurrent with this, almost like a multiverse type of thing. And already know one of your players. I drafted Sir Lancelot to Jacksonville because why the hell not? Trevor Lawrence needs weapons. And Dexter Hall, I'm not 100% sure where he went, but I could double check. I have the list in front of me. Dexter Hall, where are you? Dexter Hall, you went to the Eagles along with Namie McNamerson and Jordan Bean. So got a decent enough class there for the Eagles. Gonna send that one past the 25 to the 30. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be sweet. I have it's kind of overpowered, but he has Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, Sir Lancelot, and he still has Agnew. I switched them to halfback to fit my scheme better. And still have ETN as well, so I'm hoping for big things out of this team here. Throws on the run, throws it away. It's gonna be 2nd and 10 now. And some of the prevalent players, like the bigger names, I kind of base their development off of that. So obviously you're a superstar X Factor, Preston Dotson, North Jackson, those type players, and the ones that are really, really good, I made them superstar X Factors out the gate. Left side, it's going to be caught by Gataki. Making that catch, it's going to be another 1st down here for New York. And I could tell you like the rest of your teammates on Arizona, if you like. Montaigne, the quarterback, Rebecca Montaigne, she is going to be the quarterback of the future for the Carolina Panthers. Going to pitch this one left side, turns up the field. Is the homie Doc Boone dragged down? Another timeout called. And for Caitlin, where does she go? Caitlin. She went to the Cowboys, so she's gonna be mixing it up with Diggs in that secondary. That's gonna be ridiculous. Not even gonna lie to you.
Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
And Lawrence Sands is there too, so it's gonna be a stacked secondary. Pitching this right side incomplete. There for New York is 3rd and 5. They have one more timeout left, so not all is lost here in this drive.
Come on. 60 Bison. Party now. It's a party now.
Gonna pass it again. It's Castle coming around the edge, but gonna get sacked by Leva to get rid of that last timeout there for New York. A great pass rush. You could pretty much name any player. I could find a way to tell you where they got drafted. Oh yeah, so for Jacksonville, I ended up drafting, or just give me a team. I'll let you know who they drafted, whichever one. But Jaguars got Sir Lancelot, Tank Falco, John Carter, Gum Arabic, and Anita Dickamy. And I also signed Jack Molyneux. He wasn't drafted because he's a kicker, and they do not like kickers being drafted for whatever reason. So I made one kicker and the other punter. And then the other kickers, David Washington, I think he went to the Chiefs or the Steelers, one of the two. I have to double check. Going to pass it again and going to be incomplete. Let's see. Preston Dotson, he went to the Giants. Ulf Jacobson, he went to the Dolphins. And Cletus Castle, who's the quarterback for New York, he's actually going to be the quarterback for the Dolphins as well. Going to hand this one off. Look at the homie Namey, cuts back, gets it to the 40. They're going to call another timeout here.
No chance, no chance.
And they're trying to get something going here before the half ends. That should get them in position to throw that ball deep. Money Mills, like I said in your chat a little bit earlier, he is going to be the quarterback for the Commanders.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
He's going to have a fun time going up against the Cowboys.
Scared of it.
Gonna be passing it, knows a run, looking for a lane. His name. He's got a lot of room to the 40, taking it to the 30, and gonna get called down. And he did not step out of bounds, and that is unfortunate play right there. It's gonna send this one to the half. For a poverty franchise, yeah, that's kind of tough. But he does have a lot of weapons, though. You have Jahad Dotson. They have Scary Terry. He should be able to possibly take over and make him better. I think I did make him a star. Gonna send this one. Knows a pump fake. Goes to the left side and gonna be incomplete. Great coverage there. DJ Church, he's going to be the starting quarterback for the Falcons. Let's see. Hank Falco, he's going to be the quarterback for the Jets. So hopefully he doesn't butt fumble. Jerry Riggs, he's going to the Raiders. Arn Jacobson, he's going to be doing the Patriot way. Going to take off the run is the homie Doc Boone, and outside the 40. Big gainer for number 22. Let's see who else we got here. Jim Card, the quarterback for Pittsburgh, he's going to be going to the Seahawks. So he has Kevin Lee and Kataki Dracos to throw to. That's pretty cool.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Going to pump fake it again. Tries the right side this time and deflected. And this passing defense here for St. Louis gets the job done again. 2nd and 10. James West, he unfortunately goes to the Titans. Any team but Tennessee. And the other big quarterback signing was Sean Bridges. He went to the Colts. So Jacksonville has to go up against James West. Sean Bridges, and Action Jackson Jr. as well. He went to the Texans. So got a 4-man quarterback string in the AFC South. That's going to be a fun ride, especially seeing as I'm going to be controlling one of those 4 teams. So hopefully our defensive players can get to him. Going to be sending it down the line with the run play, and Doc Boone picking up a little bit more steam. A gain of 7 on that play.
All day, all day.
Who else? Notable. Jacob Cool Beans, he's also going to be going to Indianapolis. So it's going to be Bridges and Cool Beans. And I'm doing my best to not take over, but look at the homie take over right there. Another big gainer from number 22. And I'm trying not to, like, if there's a better player at the position that they was drafted in, like a good example for the Colts, they have Jonathan Taylor at halfback. I'm not going to force Jonathan Taylor out because he's earned it. So I just made sure in the depth charts that he's going to get some touches as the homie JCB. But look at the pass and the catch in traffic. Cam Mello with the play in his 1st and 10, gain of 17. But yeah, so I pretty much have it where JCB is going to get touches, whether that's going to be at the receiving side of things, if he's going to be running the football like on 3rd down and all that stuff, he'll be getting some touches for sure. Who else we got? Let's see. Up to no good. He's going to the Cardinals along with Thor Brown. That's going to be interesting. Bengals, they got Kai Coco, so they have Jamar Chase, and actually did have to make a trade because there's too many good wide receivers there. I traded T. Higgins to another team that did not have any wide receivers to kind of balance it out, give him the chance to be great, a holding penalty there, make it 2nd and 17. But who else we got? Yeah, Tank Falco, he's definitely going to help out. John Carter, Gum Arabic, there's with Jacksonville. Angel Flugel from Pittsburgh, he's going to the Jets along with Hank Falco. Going to pass it again, looking left side, going to be caught, rolls forward to get some of the yards back. It's going to be 3rd and 11 now. Let's see, Rocky Ivan, he'll be going to the very, very tough Ravens defense. That's going to be ridiculous. Tyshawn Williams teaming up with Action Jackson Jr., his teammate at Huntington Beach. They'll also be going to the Texans, so you may have to go up against him guarding you. Going to be trying to reach out and take him down, but they got the 1st down. That'll take him to the 1-yard line. Charlie Baker almost had number 2. A great pass there by Cletus. And Andre Krim, your new lineman, he got drafted 1st overall to the Texans. So yeah, that happened. But who else needs to get taken 1st overall? Quentin Robin in for the touchdown. 13-10, looking for the extra point, and they'll take the lead even further that way. A great job there. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good. Great drive here from New York. We have ourselves a ball game tonight, folks. Executive member 93. Thank you for the follow, big homie. Hope everything is well with you. Show some love in the chat if you can. I don't see you, but I know you're here. What WTF, what happened? Was it with the Tyshawn Williams thing? Because, yeah, that's pretty bad. Oh, yeah. You're talking about the 1st overall pick. Yeah. I think I upgraded him a little bit too much. But there was the player that I upgraded within the draft class. He was already pretty high. He was probably going to end up being 1st overall. I probably just put him a little bit too much further up. But it is what it is. We'll see if he can actually do something. But he's going to be going up against us too. So there's a lot of USFA players going up against us in the AFC South. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't want an easy road to try to take all these Bulls down. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be 1st and 10 here for St. Louis. They'll have a chance to take this lead right back.
60 Bison.
Pretty even game all the way through. Going to send a man in motion here, and they are going to hand it off to the homie. Taking that one to the 30 is Herrick Dennery. A gain of 2 on that play. First fray, you're looking pretty good in the standings for the what's the name too? The what's what I'm looking for? The bracket. You're looking real nice. You're in the top 4 at the current moment. Quick pitch again and dropped. Looks like he tried to turn up before he secured the football, but that was to a bot player. So whatever happens, happens. 3rd and 8 coming. Oh yeah, Cam Mello. He's gonna get matched up with arguably the best wide receiver in the game right now. We'll see how the homie does. Middle of the field and caught. Turning it up is Tavian, trying to get dragged down to the 10, dragged down at the 2-yard line. Big play. St. Louis Archers first down and goal. Great pass. Beat him on that seam right there. St. Louis is 2 yards away from taking the lead again. But they're going to send the blitzes, the homies in New York, and it does not matter. They're just going to get it into the end zone. Too easy for St. Louis. Already getting the lead right back. (16-14) is your score. Looking for the extra point here is Skoma. Kick is up. Kick is going to be good. And we got ourselves a ball game here tonight, folks. Make sure you watch out. We still got plenty of time here in this one. New York is going to be getting the football back in the latter parts of the 3rd quarter. But yeah, I might be streaming it just randomly. Shoot, I might even do one tonight because I already got it past preseason. And that's what I'm going to do. See if I can turn the preseason off going forward. So it just go straight to the regular season games. No injuries, no craziness. But I'm going to check out some standings too. Check out some stuff in the sliders so I could get that right. Pretty much I'm going to be simming all of the regular season stuff. And I have injuries on. I'm not going to play around. It's going to be like the NFL. That's how I kind of envisioned it. So injuries will happen. But the good thing for all of you guys is that all of the players will have 99 injuries. So you may get dinged up, but you shouldn't have any major injuries going forward. So but it's going to be 1st and 10 regardless. We'll see what happens. But I also wanted to make sure that everyone was able to upgrade, get better. There are some players that are already at a high caliber level, but there are some where got to do some work. You know what I'm saying? Left side is going to be caught trying to turn upfield and smack down. A gain of 2 on that play. Going to be 2nd and 8. Famous last words. And they're going to give it to Doc Boone again. Cuts up and he's going to run into Preston Dotson. Push forward a little bit. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up.
Here I go.
New York Mafia doing their thing.
Poker 19. 59. Mike the 59.
You're trash. You're trash.
Shut up.
Gonna send a man in motion. Gonna give it to Doc. Trying to reach forward to get the first, and I think he stopped shy. 4th and inches. Do they keep their offense on the field? Or do they send it back to St. Louis, who scored in pretty much 3 plays? They're going to choose the latter here. Me personally, I would have went for it. I would have just given it to Doc Boone again, but it's going to be caught. And that should be a penalty for a late hit, but they're not going to call it. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Archers. I mean, I was thinking about it. If y'all want, if I get enough clamor for it, I mean, I might as well. Either that or I could make a forum, have people fill it out and stuff like that. See if they want to actually join in with the fun. Could be an interesting set here. As a 2nd and 3 for St. Louis.
Ready? Liking 18.
Hey, we got three down.
Gonna be sending this one to the left side for Herrick Denry. He's gonna get the first down, taking that out of bounds.
Let's go, boys.
Here comes St. Louis.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
All right, D.
Huh. Go 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Exit.
Looking for the handoff. Gonna run into a man, but slow down. Gonna make it 2nd and
All
6.
day, baby. All day. Ready? 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
But yeah, the game plan was to sim all of the games, and then when I get to the playoffs, I'm gonna let them do CPU versus CPU. You know what I'm saying? See if we could see the players make the plays. You know what I'm saying? It should be a fun ride, and we'll see out of all the players in the USFA who's gonna get some rings. I might even do some stat padding of my own. See if I could find a way to get Jacksonville their first ring, along with
Watch the slant.
seeing all the rest of the league, how they're doing, how the stats are coming up. Gonna be passing it again, right side, and caught. Turns up the field is number 15. That's a bot player. Montaigne close to 66% completion percentage, and that's gonna move him closer to the end zone.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
It's just me and you.
And they're going backwards there. False start, moving back 5. It's going to be 1st and 15. And this play should take us into the 4th quarter.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And they are going to hand it off to the homie. Bounces bounces left side to get the get the next carry of 3.
Let's go.
As we close out quarter number 3. St. Louis in range for some points, looking for a deep drop back, looking left side, and gonna be a penalty in the end zone. That's gonna get him down to the 2-yard line, and a tough penalty there from New York will set St. Louis up for another chance for a score. Seeing the penalty right there. It was pretty clear to see Kevin Lee had a step, but the pass was honestly a little too far. He really didn't have to do too much. They're going to fake it to a man, throws on the run, and caught. That's not Caitlin, that's Rebecca Montaigne for the touchdown.
That's my boy.
On the run, under some pressure, does not care. Montaigne is here for a reason. A great pass and a great score. Kick is going to be up. Kick is going to be good. And St. Louis on the road. I think so far all the road teams have won. Am I right? Arizona won today. Yesterday, who played yesterday? I'm pretty sure pretty much all the teams on the road. Actually, no, I take that back. Dallas won at home, but Charlotte won on the away side of things. So right now we're 3 for 4. The away teams are starting to come through. It started out the home teams was getting the mix, but now the away teams, these wins on the road definitely matter in regards to taking down the competition. But New York, they have less than a quarter to do something, but it's only 10 points. It's definitely doable here. They'll start around the 23. Charlie Baker with the return. It's 1st and 10.
Mike.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
You set the tone, defense.
Go.
Gonna pass it again. Looking left side. It's gonna be caught. Bounces backwards a little bit to get closer to the 30. Second and medium coming.
Ready? 19 Tiger. Ready. Hut.
Keep it up, guys.
Gonna fake the handoff to Doc.
59.
Looking for a man. Middlefield and caught. Turning up the field. Trying to get the first down. Jelly Bird with the catch. And it's 1st and 10.
Ready up.
9, Mike 5-9.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
59.
Gonna pass it again. Looking. Gonna be caught. Turning up the field. And gonna get close. It's gonna be 2nd and 2 coming. That's something I may need to change as well. I know why the Mafia's colors are still blue, because they have cold uniforms I have to edit too. Gonna be Millfield and caught again, taking it past the 20. And this New York team starting to pick it up now. It's gonna be 1st and 10 coming up. Another great pass there by Castle. That'll get him in the red zone again. 9 minutes left in the 4th. On to pass it, looking for a man. It's Castle. Stands in the pocket, takes off to run now, and just throws it down. Throws it down at the feet of the wide receiver there. It's going to be 2nd and 10. If the Mafia finds a way to score a touchdown, I'm going to ping again for this ball game because it's looking nice. Still got plenty of time.
Mike, check.
Gonna look for a man. It's Castle. Gonna be caught by Doc Boone. A lot of players, but Doc Boone finds a way to get through 3 defenders to make it 3rd and inches. That's his heart right there.
Here we go.
8.5 minutes left in the 4th.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
But they gotta go backwards, and that is an ill-timed penalty. And that's 2 times in a row, 1 on defense and 1 on offense, where the false start and the penalties bite them in the you-know-where.
On the ready.
But 3rd and 5 still manageable here.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
And they're going to hand it off. But Doc Boone's going to get slowed down. They run it on 3rd and 5, but they won't do it on 3rd and 1. That's very peculiar play calling there, but it's going to be 4th and 4. I'd imagine a field goal will still be good in their process here. Make it a 1-possession game, get the stop, and then score a touchdown. You always want to get the touchdown out of the way, but can't control everything in life. Going to be kick up and kick good. New York's on the board again, and we have ourselves a 1-score ball game. And now I know what to do. If St. Louis gets stopped, I'm going to ping. They run it on 3rd and 1. They don't run it on 3rd and 1, but they run on the 3rd and 5 right into the teeth of defensive tackles that are users. That's not really the best of gameplay in regards to the game plan. But regardless of that, they do keep it a 1-score game. Now they just need their defense to get to the quarterback, stop the run game. They could find their way to tie the ball game up before these 7.5 minutes are up. But we're here again. Sending this one to the 2-yard line. Going to take off the run a little bit. Cuts back to get past the 25. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. I don't know if Dr. Boone, I don't know if you heard earlier, but I made a little bit of a side quest, and I made all the players in the USFA, or majority of the big name players. You got drafted to, what team did I say earlier? Doc Boone, you got drafted to, you got drafted to the Chargers. There you go. You're going to be paired up with Austin Eckler.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
2nd and 10, quick pitch, going to be caught out the backfield, and reaching out for the first is Namey, and they are going to give it to him. 1st and 10, St. Louis. The spin move and the dive for the score. I mean, for the first down. Just for my boredom and give me something else to do. But I pretty much made like 60 plus players into this draft class for the franchise on Madden 23. Let y'all live y'all NFL careers too. And I'll be keeping up with that. I might do a stream tonight if I got a little time. Do the first week, see how y'all do and stuff like that. I'll keep y'all up to date. Might even make some videos and put them on the YouTube channel. That could be something, a little side quest going on. But it's only 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. New York trying to get off the field here, but the homie Montaigne is going to get fumbled and picked up and running. Going to take that past the 40. And New York made the play, but Ansel was on top of it. 1st and 10. He got stripped, and there was like 5 players there around the ball, but Ansel Tavian comes through with the pickup, a handoff, looking for a lane, but it's gonna get fumbled again. But this time, New York comes up with it. D.D. Beasley picks it up, and the Mafia has a chance. Gonna pass it again as Castle. Gonna be caught close to the 40 there. Wow. I think that's ping worthy now.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Check 59.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Check 59.
Gonna pass it again. They're gonna try Doc and overthrows him. Gonna be 3rd and 5. You missed it. New York Mafia, they forced a fumble one time. They got the ball back with St. Louis. Then they forced another fumble. And then they got it right, and then they picked it up. And now they're going backwards with the sack. Not to be on that drive. They're more than likely will have to go for it here. But honestly, punting it here wouldn't be the worst thing to do either. Yes, because they still have all 3 timeouts as New York. Gonna send this one away. A booming punt there past the 40 to the 35. Gonna get dragged down as Kevin Lee.
Let's go.
I think got like 13 carries or something like that. Had the lead for a little bit, but St. Louis, they came out and got the lead right back. Real good ball game here. And going to hand off to the left side, and looks like New York is ready for that one. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Baby, high five. Let's go.
Here we go. Shot. Cougar 19. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Going to pass it again as Montaigne looking, going to be caught. There goes Namey, trying to reach out for the first, a little short. And it's going to be 3rd and inches now.
You going nowhere. Ready?
2.5 minutes left. St. Louis trying to close the deal.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down.
Big play indeed. They're going to fake the handoff. A wide open man, though. They left that man open as Herrick Denry, but he doesn't have the agility to stay in bounds. So although New York gives up the first, it does help them that St. Louis went out of bounds on that play. 1st and 10.
On the jump. SOS.
This is the game for the 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference. You better act like you know. You better act like you know. Naaman McNamerson getting past the 40 or close to the 40 is going to be 2nd and inches. And those are the positions you do not want to be in right there.
Tens the mic.
As we hit the 2-minute warning.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Second and inches coming up here. 2 minutes left in the 4th.
Mike 10. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
And they're going to hand it off again. A wide open lane there for Namey to get the first. And New York's going to call the timeout.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
What's those linemen's name for St. Louis? I think they have Lightning McQueen. The left guard is Don't Give. The center is Up Any. The right guard is Sacks Please. And then I forgot what the last one is. They have a lot of crazy names here for St. Louis, the meme team, if you will. Another handoff bounces off to the left and going to get a nice carry, but it's going to be a timeout called.
Got him.
New York trying to hold them away from any points in this one. Welcome back, Slater. And New York only has one more timeout. Closing in on field goal range, but not quite there. Brent Skoma has a leg, but I don't think it's that strong. Going to try to hand off again. A big lane there for Namey, reaching out for the first. And did he get it? That's the question. St. Louis really doesn't have to score in the grand scheme of things. It's 3rd and inches now. And the biggest play of the game comes here. Porky still on the 3rd. Nice. New York needs their best pass rush on this play if they want to get the victory, and they almost got it, but it's going to get the first down. It's Herrick Denry. They went with the power, and that should seal the deal. St. Louis comes up with the victory, 24-17. A great game overall. A lot of defensive movements here, but St. Louis had just enough to get the job done. They will move to 6-3 on the season and hold firmly onto that 2nd seed in the Eastern Conference, while the Mafia, they'll fall to 5-4, which in the grand scheme of things of how an expansion team is, they're currently the only expansion team in the playoff spot. So you got to give them credit. They're doing their thug thizzle as well. They still have a nice grip on it as well, since Tampa Bay and Pittsburgh, they do not appear to be playoff teams going forward. So we may have our 3 teams already set. It's just a matter of where they will be placed in the standings. But we'll go ahead and close this one out in a little bit. We still got one more game to play this week. You better watch out. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, it's going to be Tacoma and Anchorage. Last time these 2 teams played, Anchorage got the victory, but Tacoma, they have a little bit of extra juice in favor of the run game. Lamar Davis will make his debut in Anchorage. Well, not his debut, but his debut in the field that Anchorage plays in. So watch out for that. That'll be on Sunday. But your final score is going to be 24-17. Let's go ahead and check into these statistics real quick. 377 yards to 291. St. Louis did their thing. The passing yards was kind of low, but you can attribute that to the weather. The first snow game of the USFA season, number 7. 12 for 14 on third down. I mean, it's kind of hard to lose if you're doing that. That's really, really impeccable play right there for St. Louis. 2 for 7 on third down for New York. Did not help that they had a lot of long third downs on their side. Possession time, 27 minutes to 20 in favor of St. Louis. Going into the passing side of things, you see right there, Montaigne with a 71% complete, all ready to go with 2 touchdowns. Cletus Castle, no touchdowns, no picks, but still had 66%. So you can't tell me you didn't have a decent enough game. Rushing wise, Doc Boone 12 for 78. He did have a touchdown. Dane McNamerson 20 for 103. He had a fumble earlier. Let's see if they had any. The longest run will be 33 yards. Eric Dennery had the biggest run to close the deal late in the game. Receiving wise, let's talk about New York real quick. Kentucky Dracos with 5 of 39. Doc Boone about the backfield 4 for 27. Charlie Baker had a decent enough game, 4 for 70. And Giovanni Walker and the rest of the crew doing their thing. Cam Mello getting into the mix with 1 for 17. Now for St. Louis, Namey out the backfield, 6 for 44. Kevin Lee, 5 for 60. Tavian had a nice play earlier in the game to help them out with that drive. Is going to be Eric Dennery. He had 1 for 4. That's all the users there. Defensively, let's talk about it. Rock Blazer was the tackle leader here for St. Louis, and I'll see if there's any craziness here. Looks like that's a bot player, so nothing to screenshot on this back end here. That's always good. Let's see, Preston Dotson ends the day with 3 tackles. Gum Arabic with 2. Blaze Baxter had 1 tackle and a sack. Great job from him. Stevie Glades adding in a tackle along with Leva. And that's all the users there. Let me just double check, see on this side if anybody did anything crazy. Looks like Gum Arabic had a pass deflection and no fumbles here. Good job by them. On the New York side of things, D.D. Beasley should be the leading tackler. Yes, he is. 9 tackles. He did have the recovery as well, so a great job from him. And let's see what else happened. Pass deflection there by Tyler O'Seal and by Neil Mason. Ernesto Romero III, he forced the fumble, so good job from him. And let's like Cornstalk also fumbled, forced a fumble, and Noah Bick also got a pass deflection. So a lot of stats there. Got to make sure I get those screenshots you already know. Here's the tackle set for all the players here. Kicking wise, let's go ahead and talk about it real quick. Let's see. Both perfect on the day for field goals and extra points. Clean kicking day. Even in the snow, it doesn't matter. 3 touchbacks there by Skoma. Punting wise, let's see. 22 average for Skoma, 27.5 there for Manson. Longest punt on the day was 34 yards. Looking at the kick return side of things, Charlie Baker and Eric Dennery doing their thing, averaging 20 on the return. Let's see, and Noah Bake had 1 return for 4. Kevin Lee had 1 for 0. And that's gonna be it, folks. We'll go ahead and wrap this one up. We'll see you on Sunday coming up for Tacoma at Anchorage. That game is going to be coming up 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Should be a fun ride as it always is. It's your boy Stacks. I'm out. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll get to this money.